What's going on, world? Y'all already know what it is. Why Not Us podcast is your host, Ken J. It's Thursday, right? So y'all already know what it is. What is it? Thursday's Treasure with who? Oh, Candiss and Carole Hart. Like, what's going on, y'all? Y'all already know the energy, so I'm pumped up. So, so how y'all feeling mentally today?
Man, you know what? We better this week than we were last week because we in this week.
Yeah,
Okay, I love that. I love
yeah.
that energy. What about you, Candiss?
I'm feeling so good. I got my mama here with me. We usually are in two different spots, but we're in the same place today, and I'm just feeling blessed.
For sure, for
Absolutely.
sure. I love it. I love the smiles. You know what I'm saying? When y'all came on today, I'm like, all right. So she made some gumbo today. You know what I'm
I
saying? Some
did.
gumbo. So they feeling good off their gumbo over. Huh?
She
She
happy.
I'm
she
really happy.
happy. Hey, I see the energy. I see the energy. So listen, with the gumbo, did you add chicken, steak? What you add in the gumbo?
She
Oh,
said steak.
I ain't never put no steak in there, but I would like to try that one day. I was talking to my best friend not too long ago. Because we love oxtails. They literally have us in a chokehold
Yo,
right now.
yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah.
want to put some oxtails in my gumbo one day.
You should though.
I know. That's coming next. I haven't done it yet, but this batch we had chicken, um we had sausage, we also had chicken sausage, we had
Ooh.
crawfish, we had shrimp, we had crab, and we had some oysters.
I never had
For the food.
crawfish. Crawfish good?
It's good. It's
Yeah, they
little
little bitty, little
but
bitty.
mighty.
Little but mighty. What's
And
up, everybody that's joining?
and if
Y'all already know.
and
What you
if I'm
say?
not mistaken, I think the real definition of a gumbo is like a stew. So with that
Okay.
being said, you can like add what you really want.
Right.
It's like who
Okay.
says you can't do it the way you want to do it. So
Yeah.
girl, add them oxtails.
I know. That's coming next. I put celery in it. I put thyme. I always want to call it thyme, but it's thyme.
It's time.
Yeah, me too. Thing. Yeah.
It's time.
Onion. Some people will put like carrots, tomatoes, and stuff. I don't do that. I don't do
Okay.
that.
That's too much? You think that's a little extra?
I mean, when we do that, I think we're moving closer to like what she said, a straight up stew.
Stew. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm thinking
Okay.
more Caribbean now. Like we're getting into the Jamaican and the Cuban stews and stuff.
For
Right.
sure.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yo, let the people know what we'll be discussing today.
All
Yes, I'm
right.
glad you asked.
So we love those of you that have been on this journey with us, and you were here the other last week. So we talked a lot about entrepreneurship because we both are business owners and we're entrepreneurs. And then we said, you know what? It is time to dive in and let people know exactly what it would look like to specifically do business with us.
Mhm.
Start your business with us. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely. We were talking about just being more intentional because we love this platform and this space that we're in to talk about broad topics that really just like release the chains that have mentally been put on our mindsets and the way we think about how we make money and how we spend our time. But we want to be very direct today on what that looks like with us, so that you guys have clarity and hopefully are open minded and willing to learn some things and grow with us too.
Yo,
So yeah,
that's go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, just so let me just say it now that we are opening up the opportunity in the door for you to join us in business. And we'll just talk about a few specifics here and today.
Yeah.
But already know that the door is open. You don't even have to push it, pull it, find the handle. The door is here.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole vibe right there. That's a whole job opportunity right there to just basically do your own thing, make your own hours, and they'll show you how to do it. Their energy is good, they're easy to talk to. And so yeah, you gotta jump on it. The vibes. Hey, financial freedom at its best. So it's up to y'all to hit them up. Y'all should hit them up though. So I'm
So,
putting all the information for y'all to get in contact with them right now as we're going live. But I appreciate y'all ladies coming to the platform and educating us. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Put us on. Yeah. So
okay.
y'all can go ahead and do y'all thing because y'all know I keep talking.
Okay.
We're happy to be here. And like I think where Kendra or KJ, where she touched on You could do things from home, and you can make your own hours. I think that's a great place to start, because nowadays, y'all, the fact that we have Zoom, and the fact when the pandemic hit, the whole world stopped, right? And everybody had to like adjust to all these restrictions and rules that the government was placing on our lives. So it came with some cons, but it came with a lot of pros as well, especially for our industry and our line of work. Because back in the day, prior to COVID, we only were in person. We weren't utilizing a platform like Zoom just because we didn't have to. But all of a sudden, that's our only option. And so now, for example, KJ, she in North Carolina, we over here in Cali, and somehow we're like at the same place at the same time. That's what we do every day with our business. So you can be in Dubai if you want to. As long as you can keep Wi-Fi going, you can run your business. And to me, that's lit. That's freedom.
Yeah, and that's such a big deal, because one of the biggest confinements to having a job is that you have to be in a specific place at a specific time. You got to start at that time, end at that time, eat at that time, go to the bathroom at that time, sneak and call your family, handle stuff. I'm just over that, and I think everybody else is. And the only reason, so I say all the time that the pandemic opened up an entirely different world. And KJ says all the time that time is an illusion, and that's absolutely true when you really think about it. We both have been able to travel, out of this country, within the country, and run our business. I don't know how that happens in any other way with the kind of program that we do and what we offer people. So all of us that are still in that employer mindset, you are time poor. You're constantly looking for time to do the things you need to and want to do. And I tell people all the time, because I'm closer to heaven than she is, that when that time comes, you're not going to sit back and say, golly, I should have worked more.
Nah.
I should have worked
No
more.
way.
That's not going to be your self conversation.
No.
It's all the things you want to do, and entrepreneurship allows you to do that.
Yeah.
And I think what holds a lot of people back is they figure like they don't know how to start.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people that are listening to us right now have that bug, have been bitten, have thought about it, but they get halted in that space of, how do I start? Where do I start? What's it going to look like? What will I learn? We take care of all that.
Yeah.
Our business takes care of any concern. We eliminate all of that.
Yeah. And I'll say that's the one powerful thing of being a business owner. The fact that a business owner, to just give you guys a quick lesson, I'll say, self-employed is not the same as being a business owner. And that's where a lot of people make a big mistake, right? They'll start a business and it's a one-man show. So I'm the CEO, but I'm also the janitor. I do everything. In that situation, you don't really have freedom because you don't have freedom of time. So you have to have a client, for example. You got to have a patient, for example, to put in some kind of work and get paid. These are examples of our hairstylists, our dentists, our lawyers. These are just examples of different people that are self-employed, right? While a business owner, they own a system. And with that system, they can help other people run that system so that they can make money within the business, and the money comes in passively for the business owner. A very simple example of that is like McDonald's. When you go to McDonald's, whether in North Carolina, Cali, DC, it don't matter. You're not really going to run into the owner, but you're going to run into the cashier. They're going to say, welcome to McDonald's. How may I take your order? That's a system, right? And they say that same line, whether you in North Carolina or Cali, because it's a system, right? So this system can be taught to people. It's easy. It's clear. Like if you were to go get a job at McDonald's, you wouldn't worry about what am I going to do? You know that the system is going to teach you what to do. And because of the system, you're going to have success. You're going to make money. Now with us, it's not a job. We're going to help you become a business owner yourself, but with a similar system, just very specific for our industry.
Okay. I like that though.
Yeah, and that it makes it more receivable. I think that a lot of times, with most things in life, I think we overthink. We overthink ourselves out of opportunities. We overthink about what other people are going to thinking. And one of the biggest perks of what we do, besides build you as a business owner, we're also going to help you find your true identity in yourself as well.
100%.
That is big,
Mhm.
because the growth that I've been able to do for myself and with myself in my mid to late 50s, I can't imagine what I would have been able to do if I've been in my 20s and 30s and had this kind of self discovery. But you really find out who you are when you
Yeah.
start running your own business.
Oh boy, do you?
You start. I told my friend the other day I have to have a staff meeting with myself at least once a day. I have a staff meeting. I have to take stock. I have to look at what's working, what isn't working, why didn't it work,
Mhm.
what can I refine,
Mhm.
what can I do, what do I need to either tap into that I'm not doing. Listen, when you really know who you are, there's no disappointment.
Mm-hmm. She preaching right now, because that is the part that it's not talked about enough, you know. Because when you think about it, before you own a business, most people, you're an employee, so you're used to being told what to do. You don't even have time to check inventory or how you feel, because you just got to get the job done, right? But when you're running your own show, you have to take that kind of inventory, because what you're feeling is your energy, and your
Yeah.
energy is going to pour into your business. It's going to pour into the people you're having interactions with, you know, and that stuff is transfer, it's currency, it's going to come right back at you. So if you don't want to have bad energy, don't give bad energy. And if you don't understand what's happening, take a pause, say self say, you talking to me? And then you have a conversation with yourself, you know, like, why do I feel like this? Did I forget to eat breakfast? When's the last time I had a bottle of water? You know, like, did I like that conversation I just had, or do I want to eliminate that person from my routine, you know, or whatever it may look like? You having those check-ins can make all of the difference. It gives you control of what your day look like.
And here's the real bonus, all of that spills over into other aspects of your life.
Yeah.
You'll find that your personal relationships are going to vibrate higher.
Yeah.
You'll find that how you maneuver and move in the real world looks very different.
Yeah.
You're going to find that your own personal, physical, and emotional and spiritual life just elevates very differently. Why? Because you're more attuned.
Mm-hmm.
More attuned.
You
And
woke.
yeah, you just woke. I love that. That's young folk talk, but I'm gonna use that. Yeah, you woke. And once you don't want to go back to sleep again. Because it's like if I say, hey KJ, where do you want to go to eat for dinner? I'm taking you out. It's your choice. And you want to go to Denny's, and out here, I don't know what your restaurant is, but out here, one of our greatest restaurants is called Maestro's. So Maestro's
Okay.
top of the line, best, best, best. You ain't gonna pick
My favorite.
Denny's. You're not gonna pick Denny's.
Nah.
I'm taking you to eat. And so who wants to eat at Denny's when you got Maestro's on the table?
Facts.
And the restaurant is just the environment. You are actually the menu.
Ooh, that was a bar.
Hey, put that on a put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt. For
It's
real.
true. It's just really true. And think about it. When you go into a job, which we say is just above being broke, that's really what it does. And when you go into a job, they pretty much dictate everything you do. We weren't designed by our creator for that. We're designed to have abundance, to be able to bring others with us as well. Now, I'll be honest, I love to, and I didn't say this, but I taught school for 35 years.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love children, love them to life, love them to life. But there came a time when it couldn't serve me anymore. And we need to understand that as well. A lot of things in our life are meant to have a beginning and an end.
Temporary.
And in this case, it happened to be my job. It was a career. It did what it did until it didn't anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about though. Like for real. Like I'm listening to y'all, like just being able to just do what you want to do, fulfilling yourself, like your purpose. You know,
Yeah.
like not working for somebody and being micromanaged and you know, just having your own mind, just being your creative self and just adding people. Cause that's what it's all about. Being able to reach out, touch like y'all doing. Y'all trying to y'all like giving the information, like listen, ABC and ABCD, look what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And that's everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. It's like an ulterior motive. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That's what makes what we do so fulfilling, because life is a marathon, you know. There's seasons, just like fall is gonna be here soon, then it's gonna be gone, it's gonna be winter, you know. There's different times that you do different things just based on the season that you're in. And that's why you can never be regretful. Like, if you don't hear my mom saying, oh my gosh, I regretted the fact that I was a teacher for 35 years. I should have been doing this since I was such and such age. No, that's not the perspective to have, because you can't live a regretful life, but you do need to take inventory. You do need to come from a place of reflection. Like, why did God put me in that position for 35 years?
Right.
What was I supposed to learn during that season of my life? And how does it serve me now? Right? How does it serve those that I'm pouring into now in this new season of my life? Because what I've learned about God in this marathon of life, he doesn't put you anywhere on accident.
Nope.
And a lot of people will think that things are happening to them. And I'm the victim. Oh my gosh, why is this happening to my life?
for them.
Right? It's happening for you altogether. And he puts you in a position where sometimes it means your business actually, you got to take a step back, right? Things slow down. You have to have a hold. It's because he has a sight and a vision that you just cannot comprehend or see yet. So the very thing that you feel like may be a detriment to you in the season right now, it could be your entry point to your biggest blessing. But you have to go through that so that you're ready for the blessing when it comes. You got a lesson to learn. And if you don't learn it, you might not even get to the blessing. So get out of your own way.
Ooh, that's a whole life lesson. What you just said, for real, because sometimes, you know, a lot of different things happen, and, you know, like past traumas and different things, it happens, but we'll be put in a situation just to learn from the situation and to grow. And then when you get it, you like, oh, that's why I was there. Oh, that's for real. Like, it's like a aha moment.
Yeah.
And when those aha moments can't be, you know, ignored or dismissed.
Right.
They're big. And, you know, I've had people say, yeah, but there's a wall, you know, I can't do this. I said, that wall isn't meant to stop you. You can lean on that wall. Take a break, pause, rethink, consider it. And we're big on writing things down, you know, as business owners, is that, you know, when you put it on paper, you give it power. There's a level of commitment. And so as people are listening to us today, or they listen to it later, you know, just ask yourself really simple, what do I want? It's not a deep question.
Simple.
What do I want?
Yeah.
That may be a list that goes several pages. It might be one or two things, but whatever it is, I just challenge you to say, well, if what you're doing in life now is going to get you there, then keep moving.
Yeah.
But for me, it didn't look like that. So if what you want isn't being achieved by what you're doing,
Pivot.
it's time to pivot. Yeah. And pivot in an environment with us, you know, I'm going to be here because this is where we are, with us, where you'll get trained, taught, mentored, helped, equipped, supported, everything.
Yeah.
Like everything.
And that's so key. It's funny because just not last night, but 2 nights ago, we have meetings with our agency and people that we're raising up in business on a weekly basis, sometimes several times a week, because the importance of having the right environment is vital to your success. You think about where you grew up and how that environment played such a role in the way you understood things as an adult, at least at first, right? Some people will relearn things and realize maybe that wasn't right, so I'm gonna do it this way. But it played a role in some shape or fashion, right? Having that environment is so key on a consistent basis, because if you aren't having that safe space to be in an environment where average is just not even accepted, you know, like we're not doing nothing average over here, you know. So if you come to me and you talk in some speech about, I'm gonna settle for this, or I'm gonna just deal with it because I don't know what to do, like, we're not having it. We're not even gonna let you lower your standard. Or my mom said it the other day and it really hit me like a ton of bricks. She said, everything that settles is at the bottom. And it just was, I was just like, I thought about the gumbo I was cooking.
That's true.
If I don't stir the pot, everything goes to the bottom and it burns. Like that's not good. And you can break it down to something as simple as cooking, but think about your life. If you're settling, you at the bottom and you gonna burn. Who wants
Man. Nah, because I'm sitting here thinking, like, for real. Like, I mean, I'm reading a book. It's called like "Don't Overthink." Don't All your thoughts are not your thoughts, or something like that. I can't tell you, but listen. Yesterday in the book, it was talking about like how do you make this water clear? You know what I'm saying? We focus on the mud, we focus on this, and we focus on that. But like what you saying about how everything just go to the bottom and settle. You know what I'm saying? The water, man. Listen, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had an aha moment, but go ahead. Go ahead.
You gotta keep
But that's
stirring the
good.
pot.
Yeah.
And your environment helps you stir the pot. It doesn't let you settle down. It's like I can pull scripture from the Bible and just insight and wisdom I've gotten from mentors. But I was literally Bible study last night. Don't quote me because I don't have the exact scripture, but you guys have heard this before. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing, right? And with that, it's basically God saying that men are not supposed to be alone. Man is not supposed to be alone. You want to find a wife and your life will elevate, right? We need each other. We were not designed to do this thing called life alone. It takes a village, it takes a community, it takes that environment, because that's what keeps the pot stirring so that nothing settles, so that we don't settle, you don't settle. You got to keep stirring the pot, and it's all about your environment.
Yeah, and if you I'm not a gardener. In fact, never give me a plant. Give me fresh flowers, but don't give me a plant. But if you think about it, if a plant doesn't grow, you don't really blame the plant. You blame the environment, the soil that it's in.
Right.
So, and you don't throw it out. You just like, what can I do to nourish the soil? So there literally are tons of products. Mind you, I don't do this well, but I know there's products that you can buy. A lot of things are just really within our kitchen. I've been told that you place in the soil. So you just feed it.
Yeah.
You feed it what it needs so it can grow.
Yeah.
That's what we do in our business.
Yeah.
We feed you so that you can grow.
Yeah.
And sometimes we will feed you real food, but we ultimately, by and large, are feeding, who you are because we're all here physical beings having a spiritual experience. And that just needs to be fed. And as much as I love teaching, I didn't walk in that school. I didn't get fed. I was the feeder.
Right. Right.
And if I didn't come equipped and ready, then these children were going to end up going home not getting what they needed.
Right.
And that's fine until it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And, our goal is to make everybody we work with better. She's in her, almost in her late 20s. I'm kissing the door to 60. So that's a lot of years in between, which means there's a lot of people within our network that we want to be able to assist and help.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, my personal mission, I love working with my generation, but I have a real attraction to my 20 and 30-year-olds.
Hey now.
and I figured it out because I had a staff meeting with myself.
Hey now.
And my real attraction is that because I want to leave this better than I found it. And so if I can talk to a 30-year-old and tell them to do exactly what I didn't do, because now I know the secret sauce, then when I'm up in heaven looking down, I'm going to see a whole bunch of winds running around.
For sure.
That I got to pour into.
For sure.
Just think about the stuff that when you and I first met, that your nephew's going to be better off.
Facts.
Period. Right.
Facts.
It's not, and if you do a little bit at a time, which is why we also are here, is that any business flourishes when you have more distribution. The more you distribute, the more success you have.
Key.
So I can't do this by myself. Candiss can't do this by herself. We want to really change our community, our family, our culture, our people. We need more people to do what we're doing.
Key. I want to touch on that because she hit the nail on the head. A lot of people, when they try to, jump into this business world, where it's a completely different game from having a boss because you're the boss, they miss that. And what I've found is when I was brand new into the business world, I realized how much of a negative connotation the word recruit had in the business world. But then I thought back to when I was in school, when I was in college, how I was like begging to be recruited by a UCLA or a great school, right? And almost any athlete, they can relate to that, right? Like, recruit me, please, right? Because it's going to come with this bigger platform. I'm going to get these resources, and then it'll give me what I need to get to the next level. But somehow, some way, when we talk about business and we use that same word, a lot of people's connotation, it turns negative. And it really is just due to a lack of education. And it's also due to a lack of exposure, because any business owner understands I can't do everything by myself. I need a team. McDonald's understands that. Uber understands that. Amazon understands that, right? Airbnb understands that. These are all different distribution channels that are distributing different services, different industries, but at the end of the day, it's distribution. Last time that I got in an Uber ride, the owner of Uber wasn't driving the car. I don't think he'll ever be driving the car, right? He focuses on how many more drivers can I get on my platform. That's recruiting. Same thing with Amazon. How do we get our packages sometimes the same dang day we order them? Because they got so many people out here delivering these packages. And then even outside of that, they got so many people out here selling products on the website, right? So now they're able to make money on their own time. That's a business venture in itself, but it's all distribution. Same thing with Airbnb. They're trying to get more real estate properties, whether it's an apartment building or a single family unit, whatever it is. The more people that they have out there that are leasing their units for residential stays, the more money that the business makes. So if you want to get in the world of business, understand you have to recruit to be big. You can only do so much as one individual. And that's what I mean by we need each other. It takes a team. It takes a partnership, and it takes trust to do that. So let your guard down, get out of your own way, because once you can have these kind of conversations openly, that's when you'll really learn what it takes to get to that next level as a business owner.
That's major. That's major right there. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yes.
All right. So what advice would you give a person that wants to be a part of y'all business but feel like they don't have the means? Like, they might not, I don't know, just they feel like they're not meant for your business. You know what I'm saying? They might have a negative mindset, like, man, I can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? So how what would you tell them to shift their mindset? You feel me? Like, what advice would you give them?
Well, go ahead.
Well, that's you said quite a few things.
Okay.
But the first thing I would ask the people or the person, because I've had that. Trust me, we run into that all the time. Is I say, well, why do you feel that way?
Yeah.
And normally they don't have an answer.
Usually, yeah.
They usually don't have an answer. It's
like, I don't know. I just don't feel like I can, or I'm gonna cut you off.
No. That's all. When they don't have an answer, then I'm like, then there's nothing really stopping you.
Right.
And then for me, it's I won't say it's easier, but I think it's an important example. It's like, look, because the usual person I'm sitting with isn't my age. So I'm gonna say, look, you're 34. You've got your entire life ahead of you. If what you're doing now is working, girl, then you keep it going. But I promise you, if you let me hold your hand and never take off the training wheels until you say you're ready, I promise you'll be a better person. You'll be more independent. You'll be happier. At the end of the day, that's it. I wake up with so much joy and happiness. So for those people that say, I don't think I can, it's just because they're so busy being in their way, or they've been conditioned. That's it.
Self-doubt.
And it's not easy to break that down, but I'd rather attempt to break that down than leave you stuck and stupid.
Facts. And my answer to that question was going to be, I feel you, because I used to be you, right? I didn't think that I could either at first, which is why I had a job until I didn't, right? Like, I only knew how to make money by going to a place with a resume, having an interview, waiting on a call back. Okay, I got the job. Now, how do I excel at this job, right? That's the normal cha-cha for making money where I come from. But then I challenged that because I didn't like certain things in my life that I couldn't control just based on that alone. So I had to be willing to take a risk. That's what it comes down to. Are you willing to take a risk? And what I say about risk is when we look at our life and we know we want more, we know we deserve more, but then we're not we're not willing to do what's necessary to actually attain that and achieve that. That's a problem, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. We already know what that looks like. So the biggest risk is not doing anything about it.
For sure, for sure. I see some people watching. If y'all got any questions, y'all can ask the questions. Y'all been in here for a little minute. I see what's going on. Y'all got any questions for Candice and Carole? Y'all can ask. So
Yes,
I do
absolutely.
apologize for cutting y'all off, but I just had to let them know.
No,
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
that's great. That's great. Yeah, we would love to welcome your questions here. You can do it later, but if you what I love about asking questions while we're here, and this is just the teacher in me, is that your question is probably someone else's question.
Right.
And by
Facts.
you putting it out there on the floor, you're not only are you edifying yourself, but then everybody else is in this particular room at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that when people say, well, some things I get is I've had people actually say, I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, what are you afraid of? And then they say, well, I don't even know what this looks like. And as I say, girl, I didn't either.
Right.
I had no idea. I knew what that looked like. And that wasn't scaring me anymore. I didn't know what this looked like, but you don't have to know.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. We get in our car every day, and we put on GPS. We don't even know.
I'm just following the roadmap.
You just go where it tells you to go.
And that's how it goes with business, especially when you have a system. It's just follow the roadmap, just follow the system, and it will get you to your goals. We're proof of it, actually.
Yeah. The system is like such a big deal. And everything, I mean, people in the video games, they do that system. Everything about your life is geared toward oftentimes following either a book, a manual, directions. The difference is with a system is that you're supported and you're mentored through it, because other people have gone through this, and we know the landmines.
Yeah.
We've learned what a possible pitfall could look like.
Right.
And even if you stumble, you'd never, I remember when she was a little girl and she would fall, it was never, her father and I both were never like, oh my gosh, we'd be like, you're safe, get up.
She would literally hurt my dad. They would literally go, in baseball, when you slide and you're like, oh my God, did they make it? And then you see the umpire go, safe. And everybody's like, whew, okay, good. That's literally
what we did.
Literally how I grew up. I fall and I look around my dramatic butt. I'm like, oh my God. And then she's like, safe. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm good. It's just a mental thing,
It really is.
It's like you don't even realize the stove is hot until your nervous system tells you it's hot. Like, are you really hot? Are you really scared? Are you really afraid? Or is it just your brain trying to tell you how to feel?
Yeah, because your brain is basically there to protect you. You know what I'm saying? For real. So,
what?
That's real.
I saw you made me think. I saw something the other day that said the brain is actually meant to help you think, not to help you feel.
Right.
The feeling is a whole different organism, and I think I can't. I know I've said it a lot, but we just really just get in our own way.
Yeah.
And as an educator, I get it, because I came to show. I always say that it's like I would get a basket of blueberries every year, and some of those blueberries would be great, some would be wrinkled, some would be squished, some would be damaged, some might have a blemish on it. But I still had I still got the basket of blueberries, and I was responsible for taking care of every single blueberry in that basket.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to come to us the perfect blueberry.
Right.
I wasn't perfect. Still ain't perfect.
None of
Won't ever be perfect.
Right.
But I'm a good blueberry. I'm a good one.
You're a good blueberry.
I'm a good blueberry.
She funny. No, seriously, I agree with that 100%. Everybody that's skeptical, skepticism is the number one thief of opportunity.
Ooh.
People get so caught up being skeptical about stuff, and they never make a decision, and they're never going to beat the person. Not that we're in competition, but you're never going to excel or take strides that you need to by not being able to make a decision. The thing about being able to make a decision, it just takes confidence, and you need to have some guts, have some conviction in yourself, have some self-belief in yourself, and know that even if it doesn't go exactly how you plan, at least you got some experience. At least you made a decision and you were confident in that and you grew from there. So if you do start over again, or if you pivot and take another direction, you're not starting from scratch the next time around. You're starting from experience. And that's something that it takes time. So don't waste more of your time in your life not being able to make a decision. Time is just going by and you losing opportunities.
That's deep.
Isn't it though? Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah. Put it on a shirt. Go ahead.
Put it on a shirt. I
Yeah,
might
got-
put it on the
You got
shirt.
to, cause that makes sense. Cause that's how I used to be. I never took a chance. I just wanted to be safe. You know what I'm saying? So I just operated in being comfortable and staying in being comfortable. You never grow. So I never was like really growing because I was like, man, I'm just comfortable here. I'm just safe. You know what I'm saying? If I'm safe, I'm safe. But then I'm like, man, bro, this ain't what it is. So you just got to take a leap. You just got to go. You just got to go and you'll continue going. If I could do it, you could do it. Whoever out there, if you could do it. I took a chance on myself, believing in myself. You know what I'm saying? By starting this platform, I had to do it for myself. I did it. I believed in myself. Not even worried about what everybody else says. So it's just basically about you got to quiet your external noises and that inner that because sometimes that inner voice ain't with you either.
Yeah, I mean, these are facts. These
For
are facts.
real, for real. You just gotta sit still and just know. Take a chance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And hey, they here for you to take the chance. So y'all got to take a chance with them right here.
For sure. For sure.
And those naysayers, I say, when people are like having a negative comment about you, that's really what it's the smallness they see in themselves.
And they're projecting
They're just
that.
projecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They project how they really feel about themselves on you, and that's what it is. And you don't even react to it. Just be. It is what it is. That's how they really feel about themselves. So
I'm real quick to tell somebody, that's some energy misplaced. You know, like I don't know if you meant to direct that somewhere else, but that wasn't meant for me. Like I'll correct them literally in their words.
I got you.
It'll catch people so off, like, what? I'm like, no, seriously. I know myself so well. You can't tell me about myself. You know, I know myself so well. That energy is misdirected. And I'm gracious enough that I'm going to just let you know that. And we're just going to leave it at there. We're going to leave it there. But that wasn't meant for me.
That's the Cali energy, or?
Yeah.
That's a Candiss energy.
Because I heard that little Cali, that little West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I was talking to I had an appointment yesterday with New Jersey, and they were both in New Jersey. And I said something about, back when I was at Crenshaw High School. She said, oh, Lord Jesus. She said, you really are Cali, Crenshaw. I said, oh, yeah, I'm for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
So y'all know about the Crenshaw Mafia?
I don't, to be honest.
Crenshaw
I don't.
Mafia?
Yeah, because you remember like on Boys in the Hood? Boys in the Hood, you remember like, man, you from Crenshaw Mafia. Like,
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Forgive me, you lost me on that. Oh, completely.
Boys in the Hood.
I don't think that's a real thing.
No. Oh, all right. That's when Trey was in the class, so that's why I asked. Don't mind me, y'all. Don't.
That's okay. That's okay, girl. But I'm just saying that also, you don't have to have grown up where we did. But I really have, again, a personal attachment to my people who have grown up in an environment where things looked very different.
Yeah.
And we thought that there was this side of the world didn't even exist or wasn't for us. It wasn't for us. And that's also fun to serve as well.
Yeah.
And having people win, because none of us is too heavy to carry. None of us are. And, we've been thinking very differently and we've thought very differently.
Yeah.
So I'm not, and this is one thing I wanted to add is that by working in business for yourself doesn't mean that you stop at this business. Like Candiss has a whole nother clothing brand. I have another business where I help young people get scholarships for college. Who knows what else we're going to do? That there's really no limit to what you can do. There really isn't.
Yeah.
And, I spent most of my career telling children to follow their dreams. So what would it look like if I didn't?
Yeah. And I would say that's one of my most recent awakenings that I've had within this year specifically. And the way I learned it was crazy because so I've had the blessing of being on a reality TV show by Issa Rae, and it's super dope. Check it out, y'all. It's on HBO Max. It's called Sweet Life Los Angeles. And the way I was introduced on this show was just crazy, absolutely crazy. But they brought me back to be an actual cast member for season 2, and I was so thankful. Yes, so thankful because more of the world is seeing more of me, just the different layers of me. And so now I'm at this point where all the episodes are out there. So I'm doing a lot of like press interviews and meetings with journalists, and they're just asking me questions about what they saw and the differences between the seasons. And they're like, who you were this season is completely different from who you were first season. And I'm like, listen here, I am not a black and white person. And I don't think anybody is. We have facets to our identities. We have layers to who we are as a people and as a person. So I'm not going to allow a TV show, a TV network, or you for that matter, box me in to only be one layer of me. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a spiritual woman. I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a very lit person, like I like to have fun. I like to let my hair down. I like to dance. I like to party. Because like my mama said, life is short, and you never know when that time is going to come. So every chance I have an opportunity to express myself, no matter when or what's going on, how I'm feeling in that moment, I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to apologize because it may not fit the description that you have on me. That's when we get into that projection and that misplaced energy. Like, no, I know who I am. It's just today you're getting another layer of me. Well, nice to meet you.
I like that. I like. I'm typing in. First of all, congratulations for being a part of that. That's dope in itself. I'm typing it in. Sweet Life, Los Angeles on HBO, so people can check you out as well. But that's dope, man. I'm proud of you for real, because you believe in yourself, and it's just say I could just see it, so I'm happy. So I gotta just clap for you. Congratulations. You. Continue being great. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like how you explained that about not being white, not being black. So I get it. It's just like just being, just going, just flowing with life. So
yeah. So just think who you might meet in yourself by being a business owner.
Exactly.
Think who you might meet. It's the person I was talking to a friend today, and he said I was like the blooming onion at Outback restaurant.
Say what? Say it again.
So at the restaurant called Outback,
I know. I like
the blooming onion, and he said I was like that. He gave me an analogy, and I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Because there's so many different layers to you. Okay. You peel off another layer, and there you are." And I was like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun, right?
Yes, totally. And the fact that he saw that in me, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's awesome."
Yeah,
I feel like I need to have more layers now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's probably more layers to yourself that you haven't even met yet.
Absolutely.
And that's what makes life fun. Try new things. Don't be scared. Don't stay in this shell, in this box, because you probably haven't even met yourself yet.
Man.
Just because you're afraid.
Man.
Go for it.
Listen.
I totally agree, man. I totally agree. Hey, you get life lessons. They telling y'all everything y'all need to know. You know what I'm saying? Candiss and Carole, like y'all see the vibes, man. I put all the information in the comment section. So I know there's a lot of people that'll be checking this live later. I know y'all will, but the people that was up here, it was like, y'all was just up here, and I don't know, y'all just be watching, but okay. Y'all can say, so they was just, that's why I'm like, yo, I see y'all, but y'all can say something if you want to, so
don't be scared.
You here.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I see 7 people watching, then it's like, okay, nobody was saying nothing, but okay.
Well, what I'm gonna do, being a teacher, they're probably letting it marinate.
Yeah.
So let it marinate. And when you're ready, you can call us, you can hit us up, send us a DM, do whatever it may be. And,
Yes.
we welcome any and everybody. We like church. We
Yes.
take you as you are.
Absolutely. Come
We
as you is.
come as you is, and we will take care of it.
For sure, for sure. Do y'all have anything other advice y'all would like to give out for before we end the segment, ladies?
Well, I would just say that you're only late if you never start.
Mm.
So if you never start, then you're going to be late. And being late, even though time is an illusion, when it comes to you living your best life, you rather show up now. Your inner child is expecting you to show up, and you can't
Yeah.
disappoint him or her.
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. For me, what I would say is make a commitment to who you want to be 10 years from now.
Hmm.
And oftentimes I have conversations with who I was 10 years ago. And I check in with her, because I hold myself to the highest esteem. And I remember being younger saying, I'm never going to let that happen to me. I'm never going to let that happen to my family. If there's anything I can do to make sure that we are at the toppest of the top, I'm going to do it. So I have conversations with myself like, yo, younger Candiss, how we doing? Am I delivering? Am I making do on my promise?
I love that.
And then I'll have conversations with my future self, making sure that what I do today serves her as well. And so I encourage you to do that. Have conversations with your younger self, because if you have those traumas that you haven't dealt with, your
Yeah.
younger self will come back today and, excuse my language, but she will fuck shit up. Okay?
Yes. Yes. She will.
You better deal with it, okay?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't just get buried and go away. Those circumstances will come about again, because God will make sure that you learn that lesson that you're supposed to learn, no matter how long it takes, no matter if you feel like you're going through the same thing over and over again, just with different people and different exact contexts. It's not nothing new. It's the same thing because you haven't learned your lesson. So have a conversation with your past self. Definitely include God in all your conversations. And make sure you are who you said you were going to be. And if you're not, have a conversation with your future self and see who she or he needs you to be today, so that you can actually meet that person 10 years later.
Wow.
That's deep right there, Candice. And Candice, curse words aren't bad words. They're
I'm
colorful
sorry.
words. They aren't bad words though. They just is no need to say sorry, because I don't look at it like that. You just expressing yourself.
Yeah.
So you ain't gotta no.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Nah.
Thank you. That's me being free.
Yeah, because I want people. Yeah, be free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Be free. You ain't got no. I tell everybody they say a curse. Say it.
Say it.
Yeah, say it. Why not? I mean, you expressing yourself, and I get it. So I don't
You know
look
what?
at. I don't
I'm
look at it
sorry.
like that.
It just made me think of something. I cussed the other day with a client in a meeting, and I apologize. He said, all you did was say words that weren't in the Bible. That was his comeback. He said, you just said words that weren't in the Bible. And I was like, okay.
They
thank
still
you.
words.
They still words.
They still
So,
words.
Yeah, we just like people. They
I
say
know.
that's bad. So I don't look at. Listen, I could have a whole conversation about that too. But I appreciate y'all coming to the platform.
Thank you.
Yes.
And
we appreciate you. And I say this all the time. May God bless you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet.
The soul of your
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
I love
it. And I'm
every
sending it
single
right back to y'all, man. And y'all enjoy Cali for me.
We will.
Y'all enjoy Cali, because I mean, y'all in Cali, man.
We are. We both are. We both doing something different this evening in different places.
This is where we are today.
Yeah.
Man, that's beautiful. How I feel outside though?
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's giving humid too, which is weird because we got desert kind of heat, but
Yeah.
it's summer, so you can't call it sometimes.
So listen, what about in November, December? How does it feel?
Girl, we could be in
Still
shorts
good.
on Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just no telling. That's
Yeah.
why so many people they visit and they never go back home.
Yeah.
I literally have talked to a whole bunch of people that said, girl, I came in for Thanksgiving. I couldn't believe that it was 79 degrees.
Yeah.
I ain't never going back to Chicago or whatever. So yeah, it's no telling, sis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
Come visit us.
Hey, you
Hey,
come.
hey, I'm gonna come visit one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm most definitely. I gotta, I already told y'all what I want to do when I come to Cali. So yeah, most
We'll take care
definitely.
of all that. Just make
Hey,
you a list of what you want to do. We'll make sure we get to it.
For sure.
hey, that's the energy right there, man. Y'all already know it's Why Not Us podcast. It's Carole and Candiss Hart. They come here every Thursday, and yeah, they be telling what it is, man. They be letting y'all know what it is. The numbers are in the comment section. Their IG is in the comment section. If y'all want to get in contact with them, y'all already know the energy. Y'all feel it. Y'all don't have to be afraid. It's okay.
All right.
So I appreciate y'all coming to the platform. Y'all know I got to play my outro. So,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all again.
You can be what you have a good day. Y'all be good.
See what you wanna see. Go where you wanna go. Oh. Why not? Why not us? Why not us? Why not? Why not us with Ken J? Why Not Us podcast with Ken J.